I cannot save all the dogs in this world. Yep. Every dog here has its own bowl with its name on it and the amount of food. Yeah, my favorite girls. Oh, good girl. Come on. So she is my number 2 rescue.
As we explore the Sea of Cortez with Nico in our sailboat New Life, we again and again would have intriguing encounters with interesting people pursuing interesting projects. One time, we visited Annette, an old university friend of Maria, who lived in the far south of Mexico at Puerto Escondido.
This is like New Zealand, lots and lots of trees.
We stayed at a horse farm nearby and several times came over to help. While we were there, she told us her story.
Okay.
Hi and welcome and bienvenido at Perros en Puerto. I'm Annette. I'm the founder of Perros en Puerto. I started 2008 here in Puerto Escondido, Oaxaca. He loved you too. Remember, he came up and licked you too. That's it. There you go. Both of them at the same time now. It started in 2008. I was here already a couple of years. I had rescued this dog in Tepoztlan in the north of Mexico and brought it to Puerto Escondido. And while I was living here, I realized there were a lot of dogs that were homeless and also not very well looked after. And so I decided something needed to be done for the street dog population. So the routine at this shelter is basically all dogs get to exercise every day. So we have 18 large enclosures and another 10 smaller ones. All dogs in every enclosure get to go out at least once a day. While they are out exercising, we go in and clean and we prepare food, change the water, and then the dogs go back. And that happens twice a day, every day, 7 days a week. So basically, I started the shelter to give a home to the sick dogs, to get them ready and healthy enough to be sterilized so they can be returned to the street again. And but that never really kind of took off, because as soon as people figured out that I had a shelter, they would abandon their unwanted puppies and unwanted dogs outside the shelter I had at the time, which was closer to the beach in Los Tamarindos. I was there for 10 years. And then some people came along at some point and said and saw that I needed help, because I had by that time over 60 dogs, and they offered to find a new space, a safer space, and a bigger space, so for all of us, for me and my dogs. And they bought some land and found money to build the shelter I'm in now, where I moved to in February 2018, and we are currently 86 dogs. We've had up to 120 dogs here already. So this is a job that takes about 18 hours of my life every day, so I do need help with the cleaning and the feeding and the medication and the exercising. And we do accept volunteers from anywhere in the world. I have no requirements other than that if you are committing yourself to being a volunteer, that you actually are coming. So morning routine is about 3 to 4 hours, and then I have an afternoon routine. Once you are fully trained, you can work in the afternoon, which is another 3 hours work. And that includes just taking care of the animals and most importantly giving them love and affection, because I have very little time for that. Okay, so I have currently a number of dogs with tumors, which is what basically kills my animals here. It's either old age or cancer. And we try and give them the best possible treatment. What I've learned, however, is that a lot of the cancers my dogs have is not treatable. It's very aggressive, so we just give them prednisone, which is an anti-inflammatory, to just keep it in check as long as possible. Antibiotics to keep the treatment to get keep the animals in a healthy state as possible for as long as possible. It's almost like a hospice here. So a lot of my dogs are very old now because I started this 15 years ago. I still have many dogs that I rescued 15 years ago because they either never got adopted or I had to re-rescue them from their adoptive parents. And so this shelter is really a lot of old dogs now that's starting to have old people's ailment, like cancer and arthritis and just old people stuff. Okay, so basically the shelter originally was opened for street dogs that needed help. Over the years people have kind of changed that by abandoning their unwanted dogs here, which I always took in dogs all the time. I took in every kind of dog that needed me, but I'm trying to put a limit because I have only so many hours in the day to work and I have very little help. So priority and mission of this shelter is to help the sick and injured street dogs that don't have anyone else, not dogs that are unwanted and have an owner, or dogs that are tied up, because all the dogs, or many dogs in Mexico, are tied up. I cannot save every dog that's tied up. I cannot save every dog that walks on the street. If they are able to take care of themselves, I have to say, take care of yourself, because there is a limit. I cannot save all the dogs in this world.